Human trafficking is modern day slavery. It just comes in different forms. And now the people that are involved in human trafficking, they're right under our noses, and we don't see them as enslaved people when they really are. These pimps don't present themselves as horrible human beings. They don't look any different than the rest of us. They don't dress differently than the rest of us do. They don't look like thugs. They have a lot of money. When there is a wolf in sheep's clothing that comes into your child's life, or your neighbor's life, or your sister's life, sometimes we think like, great, oh look, it's such a nice guy. Their daughter met the man of her dreams, and all of a sudden she disappears and she's gone. Now he's taken her away and put her on the track and threatened her family. All the information that he's ever learned about her in what would have appeared to be a normal courting process. When someone goes through the process of becoming a human trafficking victim, there's a lot that happens to them physically, but there's also a really strong mental abuse that goes on, and it's called breaking them. They have lost their self-confidence, they've lost their self-worth, and they live in fear not only for their own life, but they live in fear that the pimp is going to hurt their family. I always say that people that use social media for this kind of stuff, they're almost like ghosts, right? They're hard to find because you can post, and then all of a sudden when the heat comes on or they've made a little money in that area, they just take it down, and all of a sudden they vaporize, it's gone. There's no evidence of it, if you will, right? So without evidence, it's hard to prosecute. So the information really has to come from the victim, and it takes this big, long process, all these resources, all these people, and it might involve one victim or two, and you've got one pimp, you've got 50 more coming down the pike. So really, I think what the key is to combating this and to reducing it is really to just make people aware. When you know better, you do better. But I think it's also really important that we send a message to the community that we're fighting, and also to the perpetrators, also to the gang members, that it's not going to be carte blanche anymore. They're going to have to be accountable, and the longer they do it, the higher their risk is of getting caught. Everyone has a young girl in their life that they love. When people hear about it, it really sickens them, because it is really a theft of the innocence of a generation.